whenever I'm out talking to people, I always ask the same question. Say, what do you like to see in a good leader? What do you define a good leader by? And everybody says they walk ahead, they think before they act, they are walking their talk, they are like their employees, they're empathetic to their employees, they're all these things. So these things are talents, they're your psychology, they're not your skills, they're not your business school experience, they're not your marketing. You know, I've never in my life heard somebody say, well, a really good CEO is somebody who's good at corporate finance, or a really good CEO is somebody who's good at online marketing. Really good CEO is somebody who's good at, process optimization in a warehouse. A really good CEO stems from their talents and their psychology. Now, the issue with that is whenever I then give feedback to employees, and I'm always asking this question to employees, I always say, why are you not the CEO of the entire company? No matter what employee they are, I always like to ask that question to see what their self-perception are. And everybody always ends up saying functional things. They always end up saying skills. Hey, it's because I'm not good enough in marketing, I'm not good enough in corporate finance. So I think the first thing, the most important thing is to differentiate between what you feel like you learn in school and what you feel like you learn in workplace and what you feel like you should get better at, which is usually very functional skills, and really what life is about. What I would love to see somebody come into me and say one day is, look, Mads, what I really should get better at is to get people to like me. I'm not very good at that. Or what I should really get better at is walking my talk. Or what I should really get better at is being more self-disciplined. Because those are ultimately the things that drive any leader. And look, I think the leader's job, if I want to be very concrete to your question, really comes down to being able to find the right people, being able to get them excited about where to run, being able to set the boundaries and expectations to the team. That means, in other words, you have the right people, they are running in the right direction with the right strategy, and they know what playing field to run in. And once you have that, all you have to be there is to keep getting them excited and keep helping and coach them and developing in the right direction. You're the instructor in the Navy SEAL course. The Navy SEALs trainees are now laying in the water, it's freezing. You have a shift change, so you go home and sleep in your comfortable bed. You go home and have great food. You go home and have a fire, all those things, right? They're in the shivering cold. But that's okay, because the trainer is there to make them better. The partner at Goldman Sachs goes home earlier than his analysts do. And that's okay. A, and he's in a different part of his life. You're in a different part of your life than some other people are. But B is, that's the way it works, because otherwise they would never be able to get to this level. If he reversed and said, I'm going to have low expectations, they're going to work less than me, they would never become the partner at Goldman Sachs. So think about it like being almost unempathetic when you don't set high expectations to people. And they're not going to enjoy it every day. It's not like the person's laying in the cold, shivering water in the Navy SEALs boot camp and saying, oh, I love this. This is fantastic. This is great, right? He's laying there and thinking, this fucking sucks. I hate that fucking instructor. But when the bullets are flying all over his face, I'm fairly sure he's like, I love that instructor.
It's almost like it's a time dimension, right? You're not being empathetic to the person they are today, you're being empathetic to the person they will be in the future.
They will become, It's completely different angle.
And again, be mindful, this is going to be hard for you. Not everybody is going to appreciate it. Not everybody wants those expectations. But what I've decided is, we have 500, 600, 700 employees, whatever we have, right? That's 700 people out of 7 billion, right? I don't need to be right for everyone. I want to get the Navy SEALs, Marines people, the people who want to set those expectations. And of course you're going to meet people like, fuck this, I never want high expectations in my life. I just want to go and relax and, I don't want to develop and I don't want to grow. But those are anyways not the people you want to work with. You want to work with the people because you're so ambitious yourself, who have high expectations to themselves. And so what you need to help them is to be there as a coach. Let me give you another analogy, right? You go to the gym and you now have a trainer in the gym. How do you want him to be? Do you want him to be like, don't do another push-up, don't do another set-up, no, relax, take it easy, no, you're straining yourself now. You want him to be like, fuck, do another 10 ones. I know you're exhausted, but you can do another 10.
That's right.
It reminds me sort of the mindset of, and I thought this is such a good quote, classic Clay and Muhammad Ali. You know what he said about sit-ups?
No.
And a journalist asked him and said, how many sit-ups do you do? He says, I only start counting when it hurts. Right? That's the kind of trainer you want in a way.
Yeah.
I think that most people that you're going to care about in the long run, who are going to make a huge difference in your business, are going to be more motivated fundamentally by the journey that they're on, their contribution to that journey, and the growth that they have during that journey, much more than economics. There are going to be salespeople in your organization who are going to be great at sales, and that's their potential, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. They bring in the honey,
everything is great, they're doing a good job, fine, but they're fundamentally always going to be salespeople, and you're going to need those people. But between all those people, you're going to have a set group, I think, of other people who are going to start out in sales, but who are ultimately going to be able to replace you, right? And those people are, I find, and this is again our culture, are very excited by the mission. What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to do? They're very excited to be at a place in our culture where there are set expectations to them and where they get to be part of the journey above and beyond that. So for example, if I were you, I would create the program where you have your management associates like we do, and those people do sales during the day, and then when everybody at the sales organization leave, they're going to be able to participate in other assignments. That means they're going to participate in strategic assignment, marketing assignments, all the assignments. And those assignments they're not going to do perfectly initially, but you're going to give them those challenges so they get to develop much broader than they would in just a pure sales role. So now you're really adding a growth story to their mind, and they're starting to add and become part of the business in a much broader context than just pure sales.